Welcome to episode 33 of my Crusader Kings The Old Gods gameplay. I basically haven't been doing too much in the recent episodes, basically because the opportunity hasn't really been there. The revolts for my rule will probably end up being just greater and greater, and it's kind of a bitch that we haven't taken that county now that I think about it. These two will be prioritized simply to make Egypt start coming, along with taking this guy down or stealing him from the Suicide, Mumad the Conqueror. I believe he is the Sultan of... Yeah, he has taken over the Sultanate of Andalusia now. But before we do that, we'll probably try and take some counties from these Revolters. Probably try and take this duchy here. And also, we are going after Valencia and Aragon. I'm unsure whether or not I should go for anything else here. It really have to be left up to what happens. This guy is young, so I should probably try and take as much as I can now and hope that he lives 30-40 years. If he lives actually lives to be 60, England or the whole of the British Islands will be able to drift. Bavaria will join us. I'm not sure if Frisia... Yeah, Frisia will also be, along with Bohemia here. I believe Serbia. No, it's almost there. Almost. So if this guy actually lived long, he could actually live to see Serbia become part of the Scandinavian Empire, which would be good, but I'm not really counting on it. I'm counting on it, if I'm lucky, that he'll be able to watch Frisia get incorporated, but nothing more than that really. If I'm that lucky, I have plenty of lands that are part of my empire then, and it should probably make it a lot easier to avoid those situations with revolts or independence revolts. These guys will pop up anyhow. I believe the only way to not make them pop up is to completely convert the culture of the counties, and the more the culture is converted, the less revolts actually will rise, simply because they don't have anywhere to rise from, hopefully. As you can see, Ireland is almost completely Norse now, along with most of British Isles. The most resilient now are the Scottish, and yeah. It's also kind of annoying that I'm still being pissed about this. 8 years to go, and then we will start taking down other my vassals that aren't of Norse culture, and that could get interesting. There is actually Norse culture down in Egypt as well, so yeah, that could be interesting. I don't know if the Liberator actually rise up because of provinces being culture changed. I'll have to check that up. There is actually Norse culture here, Soria. So that's nice. But as I said, we will be going for trying to take these 3 duchies now in the little revolt war here. So I will be sending ships to pick up these guys, and probably bring these guys too for sieging purposes. And the easiest way to actually just pick up everyone is using the Venetian fleet. They have an incredible nice fleet, and it's just a waste not to use it. So that's the plan basically. We are going to take Hispania, and after we have taken Hispania, we will probably declare war on the Byzantines. The reason why I'm not declaring war on them straight away is basically because it doesn't really give me any advantage to declare straight away. And after 100 years in the Empire of Scandinavia, the Kingdom of Scotland is no longer considered de jure part of the Empire of Britannia. That's quite nice. We actually have Scotland under our Scandinavian Empire now. They are de jure, nice. Only England remaining, 18 more years, and yeah, I could probably create Britannia, but I believe you need to be you need to be of I don't remember. I should probably check. Empire of Britannia. Let's see, English, Anglo-Saxon, Norman, or Celtic. So yeah, I actually have some Normans, but I don't want to lose my Household trading house. These things are damn expensive. I probably poured 2,500 gold, or not 2,500 when I think about it. They're only level 4, so probably around 1,700. I believe the last one costs over 600. I believe. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, nearly 700 for the last upgrade. So as you can see, they are expensive as hell. Should probably just go ahead and upgrade now. I see that I have a lot of cash. Should probably do that for the last one too. I believe it's here. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, of course, the last one I pick. There we go. House calls upgraded, and that's basically why I will stay Norse the entire game. I don't want to lose the investment, but at the same time, I said earlier that I would stay Norse, so we'll stay Norse, and hopefully we'll be able to convert the most of the world to Norse as well. And I'll have to see. I'm tempted to take this into Europa Universalis, but it would probably be a bit too easy to conquer the entire world, so we'll have to see how we'll deal with that, but I know it could be fun. Also, I've been talking about earlier that I would consider creating another Let's Play once this one is done. It's actually nearing its end. We're about halfway, I would say. So, yeah, still only halfway there, so there's lots of things that could happen that could make me change my mind or decide to do something else. But after this one, I'll probably try and create a Roman Venetian Republic in either Venice or Amalfi, as I don't feel like creating a republic myself. However, you're free to come with suggestions. I can always edit in a republic. Could probably learn how to do that, not too hard, or perhaps have one of you guys do it for me. I don't know. I should probably be able to do it myself, though. It doesn't really seem to be that hard, so yeah, it should definitely be possible. So right as of now, I just declared war on these two. We'll send our guys ashore in each county here, so they'll actually be able to conquest. But as I said, it would be interesting to try and create a North Republic and see how well they do. And if I don't get a suggestion that I like other than that, it'll probably be in Venice or Amalfi. In other words, we will just push this guy back in time to once Venice is just one county, and yeah, we'll have to see how we'll deal with that. But still, it's tempting to simply try it. I know republics are quite overpowered, at least in earlier patches, but now that the amount of trade posts they can have is going down, it's they can't have the same amount of retinues. They can have an incredible amount just overall, but now they can't have the extreme amounts they had before, and that should probably make it more interesting. These guys should probably win. They are pure battle retinues, so shouldn't really have too much problems. But I'll go ahead, fight this war, deal with the rebels, and then I'll get back to you. Basically, we'll do what we always do, and I don't know if you guys want more chats or not, but I'll try to limit myself, or probably do some episodes where I just do a commentary of what I do, why I do it, and how I'm thinking, more in depth than just trying to conquer the world. But I can just say this now while I have you here. Earlier I was more conservative. I took it calmly, slowly, but now I'm more aggressive, basically because I have bigger retinues now, and they need more of the vassals to actually join them to get an independence revolt. And also, elective gives me much more opportunity to actually have a heir or a ruler that can actually take the extreme amounts of people that want independence and still be able to survive without too many troubles. The guy before this, the one that suicided, he would not be able to handle it, and I can actually understand that, as he didn't have the best stats, to be honest. He had good stats once we picked him, but he fell apart on his own, and that's kind of sad. But still, as you can see, if you pick the right heir, and you shouldn't really just look at his stats, you should look at his traits. They are basically what's important. I don't really care about this. I get -10. If I say yes, I lose my chancellor. Can probably rehire him, but still, it's not really beneficial for me to do it, so I won't. Yeah, these guys should probably just siege. No, we can siege a little bit like this, just that one, and should probably be enough to just siege this county, and then we'll have Valencia. I should probably check who's. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't care if you get lustful. I don't really think you get any malices for it. Probably against people that I've chased, but shouldn't really be a problem. And I didn't get it, so it doesn't really matter in the end. And no, why? Why are you doing this to me? Still, these guys are still in revolt. I don't know why they those guys suddenly quit. Probably they were. He was captured in battle or something. No. I don't know. I'll just go ahead and declare war on these guys. Or this guy for Bea. And we'll probably declare war on the Sultan himself for Aragon later on. Simply to have more joint lands. Also, as I said last episode, the Liberation Revolts can actually help you quite a lot, especially in a succession crisis. It could actually pay off to have them just rampant around. The reason for that is your vassals get a plus 30 defending against infidels, because these guys are mostly of a... this guy, I wouldn't get it from, he's Norse, but people that rise up in provinces that aren't Norse are often Catholic or another religion. Let's see here. Yeah, I went one step too far back. That's too bad. Yeah, this is one of them. I believe this one rose up, but still, as long as they're not Norse, you get a bonus for fighting them. So keeping them around can be a clever play in a time where you actually need them to stick around, and should probably work out in the end. But still, I've done enough talking for now. I'll just try and take these two duchies, and then I'll get back to you. It would seem that this guy has actually either joined the revolt again, or yeah, he's actually declared a war for a claim of some kind. So we'll just declare war on him again. Hopefully he will not peace out this time. It is kind of annoying when he did that. So yeah. We'll hopefully be able to take down this guy, but I can't really promise anything right now. We'll just have to be patient and see. Seville has risen up, so it would be nice if we are able to snatch them as well. The only limiting factor is really money, so if my retinues lose a lot of men, we will have to wait a bit or send one of them to raid. These guys can actually be sent down here to support. As you can see, I have quite the big retinue, 30, 60... 78,000. I have 83,000 men simply in retinues. So that is the main reason why I can avoid the Independence War so easily. And I can actually make more, but I will not because I need the money right now. I'll have to wait, do a raid, then create more retinues. I'm not too far away on... yeah, it takes a while because I gain military points quite slowly. Just 13 points away from getting even more retinue. Global supply moves will be important because, as you've seen in the latest wars, I'm actually losing men simply sieging, and that's kind of boring to attrition. I'll just go ahead and handle the counties, hopefully take Aragon and Bea, and I'll get back to you if I have a possibility to take Seville as well. My guys have finally taken responsibility. This guy, actually, the guy that's currently listed as my heir, took responsibility and took Italy, and this guy actually still holds the king title, and he holds a barony down here. And that's seriously just annoying that they kept a barony but lost everything else. But still, as you can see, things are going pretty well here. I have taken both Aragon and Bea, and I'm currently at war with the Crusader for Grenada down here and Seville for Seville. So things are looking up, and I'll probably declare war on Leon once the truce goes out in 2 years, I believe, for these counties to simply join them up. Probably declare war on these guys too, simply take that county. And with the revolts currently going on, I will probably start moving down south towards Mali and take it as well. At this rate, if things progresses, I will take Hispania long before a long 2, 3, 4, 5 years before the next Great Holy War. So the next Great Holy War you can expect to be for Greece or Anatolia, depending on what I feel like. Probably Greece to keep my land coherent in a single... As I said, I don't like when it gets stuffed up in, like in Africa here, one piece here, one piece here, one piece down here, and all sorts of that things. Also, Russia is a good example, one piece here, here. Don't really like that, so... I'll probably do for Greece. It's pretty big in its own right. As you see, we don't have much of it, but the only negativity by taking Greece is that I will lose my perfect raiding target is Constantinople, but there comes a time where I really need the money, I'll probably do a small feudal taxation. It doesn't give you quite. It isn't a big loss in terms of opinion. It will probably cripple me a little bit at the start, but even at the start of each reign, I believe it's 10 years, 5 or 10 years between each law change, except for crown loss, as you can do once a lifetime. All laws you can probably change 5 or 10 years, and I'll probably set it back to none at the start of a reign, and once I actually have some opinion, the short reign bonus or penalty as it is disappears, I will probably set it up again. But as of now, the plan is to take Granada and Seville, and hopefully they will pop up a revolter around here so I can take Murcia also without having to do single county wars for these things. Hopefully. We'll have to see how things work out, but I have confidence. Things are going quite well for us right now, so it shouldn't really be too much of a problem. After I'm done fighting here in Hispania, we'll move to Calabria here, take this, and then hopefully we'll be able to take Sicily too before the Holy War against Greece. We'll have to see. I'll probably slow down after taking Greece simply because we have a lot of land and everything isn't de jure. A lot of it isn't de jure right now, to be exact. Italy will start drifting soon enough. I believe the barony doesn't really matter. If it does, I'll probably just kill it myself, so to speak. These things are drifting quite nicely, but still, it will take a while before it's actually part of the county. 2 or 3 successions, depending on how long the guys live. 3 or 4, sorry. But still, this guy is still young, but he could die tomorrow. That's the basic gist of Crusader Kings 2. Once things are going well for you, something unexpected happens, and you're put in a pinch. As I learned a few episodes back, or I was kind of expecting that things have been going too good, and it's kind of the same right now, so something like that might happen, but we'll simply have to play and see how things goes. As you can see of this little cluster of men running around with this map, it's actually happened something quite fun, so to speak. I was talking about preparing a crusade for Andalusia. I will not have the chance, it seems. These guys are actually attacking the Susid Sultanate in the Lower Lorrainian War, prepare the invasion of Andalusia. And I actually have to do this because the list of participants is long, very long. I will not see the war score. Since they're in revolt, it actually won't be that much land, I believe. I don't think... Yeah, some of Mali has actually joined in Andalusia. Still, they should win this without any problem whatsoever. And by doing that, we will gain a lot of land. I'll probably go after these guys. This fellow here. The Rashid Sultanate. The Sultanate of Abyssinia actually owns this one. So, yeah. Could get interesting to see how things work out. I'll probably attack the Susids or... Yeah, because they have pretty little land left. We actually only need that of Africa, and Egypt is just 2 counties away. So I should probably send some troops down here and solve that pickle too. But as of now, I'm currently in war for Grenada, and I think I shouldn't have too many problems. Also a revolt to deal with. I can't declare any new wars at the moment. Some peasants over here, but shouldn't really be any worries at all. So I'll just go ahead and deal with all of this. It's science time, or technology time, I guess you could say. Military organization, bam. Next is heavy infantry, as I said, and then we'll do light infantry. Probably do some siege equipment too after that. I'll have to see. I have no idea what the limits are now. 167k. Should be a lot of troops in the end, but I don't have the money now. Or I have the money, I just don't have the will. Or I could probably create a few. Just let us get down to there. Should be okay without too much troubles. With this, we should probably have 9,000 men. 9,000 men, I believe. 9.5, perhaps. Yeah, I believe I created 7, so 9.5. But that 15k stack will be complete, which will be good. These guys will actually meet these guys on the battlefield, and by killing 17,000 men of the Susid Sultanate, I believe we will give quite a substantial kick to them. And considering that these guys are actually the heavy infantry stack, I will definitely win that battle, probably. They need some extreme luck to survive it, so yeah. I'll just continue my wars, deal with this. We'll see how much land we actually gain if they are capable of actually taking the Susid Sultanate, which my guys should be. The guy who declared it all is actually a Norse, so I don't have to worry about Swedish, Danish, or Norwegian cultures down there, which is good. And things should probably go our way. Shouldn't really be a problem at all. As you can see, the battle was... It wasn't a battle, it was just 30,000 men lost on their side for 2,000 on mine. Probably because they got... yeah, and they're actually going straight for these guys, so I'll move my armies down here for now. At least that one, so it can... Or I'll just let it stand here. It can counter any armies to send over to try and probably relieve the siege, I guess. So with this, the war is over. I'll just let those guys finish for the cash to replenish, and here we go. We have one Grenada, and so much is happening right now that my PC got a little bit slow. Not surprising. It isn't really that good, and this patchwork here should probably be solved quite sooner or later. I'll be a bit surprised that they didn't declare a prepared invasion for Andalusia and Leon for just these, but probably because they are in a revolt. I believe if the revolt is solved, that they will actually get all the lands then. I'm not sure, but I believe that's how it works. We'll have to wait and see. I went ahead and declared a holy war for Calabria on the Byzantines, but it shouldn't really be a war. It should just be slaughter. I have sent 4 retinues to the isle, as you can see, and no, not you. Sorry, you. Park. They sieged something. I believe it was a trade post. I simply clicked it way too fast. Sorry. As you can see, this should probably be solved by sieging everything before too long, and by doing that we should probably just win this quite easily. Afterwards I will probably raid. This isn't me actually, this is someone else that's been running around raiding, so yeah, that's kind of fun that they're doing it on their own too. As you can see, we already have 10% war score, but once we start actually getting sieges done in Calabria itself, it will go up quite fast. Yeah, 36%. Still, this war will be won with sieges, not battles, I believe, so it should be quite easy. 70%. This is also a nice tactic to use if you have retinue troops and a superior army, but they have more troops overall and could probably beat you if it is a long stretched war. Simply drop them down where you want them to siege by boat, or that only works at the coast, unfortunately, but still, it's a good tactic. Drop them off by boat, have them siege everything, and yeah, still, I have superior troops this time, so when it actually gets this well, he will actually surrender quite nicely. There we go. Calabria was won in quite easily, actually. I'll raise the Grand Mayor's boats, have him, yeah, I should probably hand out the counts first. Basically, I'll send these 2 guys back to the Isles, or not the Isles, Leon and Hispania. Sorry, the word slipped my mind. And I'll take these 2 troops to do some raiding in the Byzantine lines with the boats afterwards. Earn a bit of cash. I believe these guys can carry quite a lot. 9,800. If I'm able to loot that much from the Byzantines, then things will be really looking up. And it should probably upgrade everything then and get the retinue troops up and running. That's actually quite important, because your retinue troops is basically what keeps, or in my case, my retinue troops is basically what keeps me from being declared war on by the independence guys once a succession is happening. So having them up at the top is quite important, really. Chancellors and the like is actually giving titles. The only ones that aren't is heirs or chiefs, as they will pass on titles sooner or later. I don't have the money now to create the duchy titles. I had 39 titles, most of them are kingdoms, but there are some duchies in there, as you can see. I'll create them afterwards, but still. Right now, though, I will probably have to end this episode. I have to run, sorry, but it was fun. We are really closing in on our goal here. 15 or 16 years until the next Great Holy War. Italy should have started drifting. I'll have to check. No, we'll probably have to take that damn barony too. kind of an annoyance. Yeah, are they actually doing it themselves? No, I believe I have a truce for a little bit while longer. Yeah, I have a truce until 28th of April next year, so yeah, I have to wait. Leon, hopefully one of my guys will actually do a prepared invasion, as they do with the Succeed and Andalusia. Problem is, they'll take 2 provinces down here, these 2, so they will be probably be attacked soon enough. When it comes to the Arabian Empire, they have provinces. They actually own provinces in 4 different duchies here, which is a pain to deal with, along with this one. So yeah, revolts, I welcome you, especially amongst these guys. Is this guy out in? No, so we'll have to deal with that later too. Next time we'll probably focus on taking Sicily, try to take rest of Hispania and Northern Africa here. Then we'll expand south and take Succeed, Go, Mali, basically. We'll also probably send a troop basically to take these 2 counties, to make Egypt start drifting, along with this one to make Africa start drifting. Other than that, there ain't really much happening. Probably be sooner or later 3 or 4 episodes will probably pause before the next Great Holy War, but should get interesting and cripple the Byzantines a lot, because I'm confident we'll win. The only thing that can really threaten my empire right now is vassals rising up from within. That's basically the pure threat right now, and I guess you all can relate to that. In earlier versions, there weren't a truce breaker. You simply lost a bit of prestige. But now they have added a truce break. You lose half your prestige basically, and you get -5 diplomacy for 5 years. And in earlier versions, I would just take down all troops in the first war and then just pile on, break truces. Didn't really matter because the prestige you lost by breaking it was actually regained during the war. Now it doesn't really work like that, and the diplomacy loss is quite severe, especially for an empire of such a large empire. So I will probably have to either assassinate or assassinate if I want to try and do some piling wars, which means that's why basically right now I'm expanding in every direction except eastwards because of the Mongols. But yeah, that's basically a plan for the future. So I'll see you around. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, some criticism, praise, anything really, and I'll see you later. Bye.